going on, guys? It's me, David Decker, Filmster. Welcome back to our episode of NHL 17 New York Rangers franchise. In this episode is going to be round 2 of the 2019 to 2020 Stanley Cup playoffs. And we are going to be facing the Montreal Canadiens. Holy crap. This is an intense game. It is student versus master. Malcolm Subban, our goaltender, being the student, and Carey Price, the Canadiens goaltender, being the master. Speaking of the Canadiens, let's take a look at their lineup. Max Pacioretty, the elite power forward there on that first line. He is a staple, along with Alex Galchenyuk and Brendan Gallagher. That is a very solid first line, if I do say so myself. They also got Nikita Sherbak. Never heard of that guy in my life. Tyler Johnson from the Tampa Bay Lightning. He seems to have decreased a little bit, though. And McCarron. They also have Stefan Mateo. Give me a break. Hudden and Andrew Shaw. And then on their fourth line, they got Holla, Josephson, and Tlusty. So, I mean, overall, they're not very deep. Their first line is very good, but, I mean, besides that, there's really not much on offense. They got Sergei Tev and Shea Weber. Shea Weber, hardest shot in the NHL. He's going to be hard to stop. Very good defenseman overall as well. Jeff Petrie and Mark Mathot, along with Alexei Emelin and Andre Schuster. So, I mean, pretty solid defensive core. Not terrible, but this is what really makes their team right here. Carey Price, one of the best goaltenders in the league. Still, after 3-year simulation, he still is one of the best goaltenders, and they do have a solid backup. But for us, we have Artemi Panarin, our sniper, on our first line, along with Derek Stepan, the playmaker, and another playmaker in Matt Zuccarello. Zach Parise, we acquired him at the trade deadline. Hopefully he can step up. Mika Zibanejad and Evander Kane are going to round out the second line. And then on the third line, it's Brandon Peary, the third-line sniper, JT Miller, the two-way forward, and Chris Kreider, the power forward. And then on our fourth line, we have Kevin Hayes, 85 overall. That's pretty good if you have an 85 on your fourth line, followed by Cedric Paquette and Leo Komarov. And we have also Ryan McDonough, the captain, Oscar Klefbom as our top two, along with Justin Schultz and Mark Stahl, offense and defense right there. And Brendan Gooley and Brady Ski are going to round everything out, the two youth on the bottom. And let's take a look at our goaltender, Malcolm Subban. He has been playing phenomenal so far in the playoffs. He did very, very good this year, actually led the league in wins. So hopefully he can continue his success against Max Pacioretty and the Montreal Canadiens. So game number 1 here in April of 2020. On the 26th specifically, let's get right into the start of this series. First period action, and there's 2 goals by the Rangers. Evander Kane strikes first along with Derek Stepan. Both goals against Carey Price. Second period, nothing happens there, so hopefully we can hold them off in a third period that we do need to win. Remember that we are the away team right now, so if we can come out of Montreal with a win, that would be huge, because then we have 2 home games after the next game. So we'd go up pretty much 3-1 if we lose the next game. Hopefully we can just sweep them. All right, I'd love to sweep this team. 4 minutes left. There's just absolutely no offense by either team. But McCarron gets one on Subban. 1 minute left, and the Rangers hold him off. And nice goaltending there by Malcolm Subban, although he did let one in. Overall, very, very good game by him. Our defense was phenomenal. And as you can see, first and second star, Carey Price, Malcolm Subban. And that is, I think, is going to be the battle the entire series. Let's take a look at our scouting call. We are going to do goalies for 6 weeks, continue the cycle, and move on to April 28th against the Montreal Canadiens. Again, we are away, then we go home the next 2 games. So hopefully we can come out of here with a win, because then we'll just completely sweep them pretty much with those 2 home games. That's what I'm hoping. So first period action, and this time it's going to be Montreal with the first 2 goals. Andrew Shaw and Tlusty are going to score on Malcolm Subban. Second period action, once again, nothing happens in the second period. Both goaltenders locked down. Third period action now. 16 minutes left. The Rangers need something. They need a spark. Someone needs to score. 12 minutes left. 11, 10. Come on, Rangers. 9, 8. And it's going to be Derek Stepan scoring on Carey Price. 8 minutes left. They need one more to tie the game. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! No, we're not going to get it. And just like what we did to them in Game 1, they do to us in Game 2. And again, first and second star, Malcolm Subban, Carey Price, and both goaltenders played terrific games, but unfortunately, Carey Price comes out on top on this one. So now game number 3 back in New York here on April 30th. Let's see if we can get the job done here. First period action. Let's see what happens, and nothing happens. Both goaltenders do very well this first period. Second period, nothing happens once again. We got ourselves a defensive standoff. Third period, Artemi Panarin strikes on Carey Price within the first minute. Great play by Artemi Panarin to put the Rangers up 1-0. 13 minutes left. The Montreal Canadiens need some kind of offense. They're looking towards Max Pacioretty, but we're looking towards our defense to shut him down. Paquette gets one on Price. 2-0 Rangers with 3 minutes left, and it's just too little too late for the Montreal Canadiens, anything that they do. And Paquette gets the empty netter as well. 2-goal night for Cedric Paquette, and Artemi Panarin gets the icebreaker. Great game by the Rangers. The offense was doing good, and the defense was doing very good as well. Subban was perfect, and Carey Price got your 3rd star. So let's take a look now at the 4th game. We need to go, a two-game lead is the worst kind of lead. So, we need to score. We need to do it now. We just need to put the Montreal Canadiens away. First period action, Alexei Yemlin scores on Subban from the defensive position, and Evander Kane gets one on Carey Price. And then all of a sudden, Zach Parise strikes on Price in the 2nd period. And now 3rd period action, the Rangers with a 2-1 lead over the Montreal Canadiens. Evander Kane gets another one on Carey Price. Now continuing oh my god, I can't speak. The Canadiens are not that far behind, but Justin Schultz is putting this one on ice. 4-1 Rangers. Can they add to the lead? Brandon Peary getting in on the party. The 3rd line sniper. 5 minutes left. Oh my gosh, Kevin Hayes, the 4th liner now, is getting involved. And that is going to do it. All 4 lines of our offense were involved in that game. And the Rangers come away with a 6-1 victory. Subban, your 1st star. Kane, your 2nd. And Mika Zibanejad with 2 assists is going to be your 3rd star. So now we go back to Montreal to see if we can put them away here in May. Let's get it on. Oh my gosh, this is such an epic game. Again, the student versus the master, and we've got to come out here with a win if we want to completely put away the Montreal Canadiens and advance to the next round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's take a look at the regular season. Oh, no, it doesn't show that. That's right. We are 7-1. They are 5-5. We've got to put them away right now. So now first period action. This is going to be McDonough up to Zuccarello to Artemi Panarin. Gets right between the defense and makes them pay. Artemi Panarin, the 1st line sniper, puts one right by Carey Price, who just had his defense absolutely collapse right in front of him. Not a good play right there by his defense. But let's see what happens next. A shot by Schultz goes wide. It's recovered by Scherbak. Up to Tyler Johnson. He is going to look over to A.J. McCarron. Back to not A.J. McCarron, but back to Johnson. It's going to be stuffed. McCarron is the NFL A.J. McCarron, that is. Anyway, this faceoff is going to be won by J.T. Miller up to Chris Kreider. He's going to skate into the zone, gets by the defense, and makes him pay once again. Terrible defense by the Canadiens. They are very slow and flat-footed tonight, and Chris Kreider makes him pay off of the defensive zone draw. What a play right there by Chris Kreider. And now let's see if the Montreal Canadiens have an answer. This is going to be Shea Weber skating it up, pass back to Weber. One-timer missed opportunity. This is going to be Tyler Johnson from the side. I'm just going to call him A.J. McCarron. McCarron with the shot goes wide. A fight behind the net. It's going to be battled for and won by Johnson. A one-timer by McCarron. And that is going to be iced by the Rangers. 3 opportunities by McCarron, and he could not put it in the net. But now the Montreal Canadiens, they are not done. This pass up to Scherbak. He's going to skate this one in deep stop. He's going to get it to Mathot. Mathot's shot goes off of the shoulder of Subban. This is back now to Hudden in the slot. It's a shot, and it's going to be saved by Subban. And once again, Derek Stepan has to ice the puck to get the Rangers some time to recover. Now a defensive zone draw. This is back to Alexei Yemlin, who is going to blast one off of a New York Ranger. It's up to Zuccarello, but stolen, fired by Shaw from way up high, and that is going to be a goal. Not the best of plays right there by Malcolm Subban. He had a lot of time to see that one. Not a lot of traffic right in front of him, and Andrew Shaw makes him pay with the power slap shot. And let's see what happens here. This is going to be Zuccarello with 14 minutes left to go in the 3rd period on a bit of a breakaway here. Over to Evander Kane. Back to Zuccarello, and he missed the net wide. That was a great opportunity right there. Now here with 24 seconds left, this is Brady Ski over to JT Miller trying to open up some space right here. Fires it on net, and Zach Parise completely steals it from him. Holy crap, 19.2 seconds left in the game, and the Rangers pretty much put this one away. They put Montreal away, and Malcolm Subban defeats Carey Price. The student beats the master, as right here they begin to celebrate, knowing that they will go into the next round. Absolutely great game by the Rangers. They didn't let up a lot of shot opportunities other than those 2 segments. But, I mean, we were just absolutely solid. Ryan McDonough and everyone else was just perfect. Our defense played so well in this series. I can't say enough about Malcolm Subban. He was amazing. And a lot of our second liners starting to step up. You saw Zibanejad was a 3-star player. Vander Kane got going. Even Zach Parise there, even though he stole JT Miller's goal. That was sort of funny. But let's take a look at the 3 stars. Price was your first, Shaw was your second, and Artemi Panarin was your third. Now for the general stats, it was 28-17 in shots in Rangers' favor. The hits were 14-7 in Montreal's favor, and the passing was in Montreal's favor once again. So this is going to be a great game by the Rangers that will elevate them to the next round of the playoffs. Just 2 more rounds of the playoffs. They need to win, and they will be Stanley Cup champions. But they come out of Montreal, and let's see who we face. We're going to sim up here, and it's going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets, a fellow Metropolitan Divisioner. And let's see if we can put them away. Right now, we are 8-1, which is tremendous. Let's take a look at Malcolm Subban's stats. He played phenomenal. He has a 1.07 goals against average, which I can't say enough about, and a .961 save percentage. He has been incredible. 8 wins, 1 loss for Malcolm Subban, and our defense is really complimenting him. As you can see, it is going to be the St. Louis Blues versus the Los Angeles Kings in the Western Conference Final. I don't know what I'm saying. And the Columbus Blue Jackets versus the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Final. That is going to be the end of this episode, guys. Comment, subscribe, your veggies, go to school. Dan Carr Films out. Peace!